You find yourself repeatedly drawn to broken people. While you likely interpret this as a sign of deep empathy or a huge heart, the pattern suggests a recurring cycle of attraction. This behavior often relies on a specific assumption that your love acts as a magical cure, capable of fixing the deep-seated issues your partner carries. Instead of reaching a breakthrough, these relationships inevitably spiral into exhaustion and drama. You find yourself drained, pouring energy into a dynamic that was doomed before it ever began. This psychological pattern is known as the savior complex. It redefines the urge to help as a trap that prevents you from seeing the reality of your situation. Constantly trying to fix others ensures the relationship remains rooted in a cycle of instability, sabotaging the possibility of a healthy connection from the start. Consistently choosing partners who need rescue stems from internal, repressed needs. These impulses are often the result of conforming to specific roles society expects us to play. Author Greene explains that every human possesses a mixture of masculine and feminine qualities. To play our expected roles, we often repress certain dimensions of our character, losing touch with parts of ourselves. We seek to reclaim these lost parts by projecting them onto a fallen partner. By trying to save them, we subconsciously try to fix our repressed pieces. This creates a massive barrier to intimacy. The savior sees a project. They focus on potential rather than the current reality, seeking the feeling of power or purpose that comes with being a hero. This dynamic turns the partner into a pawn. The rescue mission becomes a way to act out an unresolved personal narrative rather than an act of genuine connection. Once the initial romantic fantasy fades, the partner's actual toxic habits and red flags become impossible to ignore. The savior typically responds by doubling down, attempting to mold the partner into a fabricated future version of themselves. Author Miguel Ruiz identifies a core requirement for healthy relationships: accepting people exactly as they are, without attempting to change them. Attempting to orchestrate a partner's healing creates massive resistance. It relies on the assumption that you know what they want or need better than they do, leading to a constant, unwinnable conflict. This refusal to accept a partner as they are generates an emotional poison. Blame and resentment build up, rotting the foundation of the relationship from the inside out. Logic suggests that a relationship filled with resentment should end, yet many stay in these toxic dynamics for months or years. To understand this bias, imagine you go to the cinema with a friend, and after 25 minutes, you both realize the movie is absolutely awful. You turn to your friend and say that you should leave, but your friend replies that you spent a lot of money on the tickets, so you cannot just leave now. You use your historical effort to justify enduring continuous bad habits, even when the relationship has no positive forecast. Walking away feels like an admission of failure. To leave is to acknowledge that the effort spent as a savior was a total waste, a reality that feels threatening to the ego. Staying to protect your past investment only ensures you continue to waste your future on someone who has no intention of being saved. Breaking this cycle begins with a brutally honest audit of your dating history. You must identify the specific projections and repressed needs that lead you to seek out broken partners. Relinquishing the hero role requires abandoning assumptions. Instead of deciding what is best for a partner, ask direct questions and listen to the truth of who they currently are. Conquering the sunk cost fallacy requires a radical shift in perspective. Evaluate your relationship based solely on the present reality and its likely future, ignoring everything you've already poured into it. You cannot force someone else to change. The years you spent trying to fix them are gone forever. You cannot get them back. But you can choose not to waste the next 5 years of your life trying to save someone who does not want to be saved. Authentic love involves finding and embracing someone exactly as they are right now.